the right song. Hold on. Chill. We're gonna be all right. Hold on. We gotta do the right thing. But let the beat drop. We're going to do this thing Saturday morning. Don't stop. And we keep it going, flowing off the top of the dome. Everything is going to be all right. Pitch it, hit it home. Yo, I get a K today. We're going to do it our way. And I say, and I stay where I go where I stay. I make sure that you understand me. Oh, Mar is my name. That's my surname. Actually, McIntyre. I still get flyer than a what? We gonna chill, sit back, relax. We're gonna do the thing. You know the deal. All right, hold on. Let's get the right music, man. You know, this is not the Daily Go Get 'em music. That's the Urban Therapy with some music. I can't play that until tomorrow. Let's do this. Bust it. Yeah. And it's the daily. You think it ain't when it is. You think it won't when it whiz. We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing. Take it off fast lane, no coasting. It's the Daily Go Get a Business show all up in your area. And today we are going to talk about how you know when it's time for you to slow down. Slow down, baby. Sit back. You know what I'm saying? Get off your soapbox for a minute. Pump your brakes. Yo, do what it takes. You got to slow down before you run down. Yo, for God's sake, everything is going to be all right. And plus, it's going to be all chill. You know the deal. It's going to be okay. We do this every day. It's the daily Go Get a Mism show. How you know when it's time for you to slow down? Well, you know, this is something that you really have to take into consideration because when you think about it, you don't want to run the risk of running yourself into the ground because then you can start having all types of health problems, mental problems. You start having problems in your old social life and you don't need that, want that, you don't deserve that. So, yo, you got to swerve back. It's going to be okay. The Daily G show is happening today. Do it our way. So that's what we're talking about. What's going on, T. Carey, right here for the day and the night? Can't forget Carol Chamberlain, me favorita. What's going on, my good to see some you. So today on the Daily Go Get a Business show, we're talking about how you know when it's time for you to slow down. A lot of people really don't know when it's time for them to slow down. They think they have to go out there and they have to get this money. And don't get me wrong, I don't see anything wrong with chasing a dollar. But you can't chase the dollar to the point where you're never going to have a chance to even enjoy those earnings of yours. And those yearnings of yours that have to take precedent one day. Okay, we're going to do this thing. We do it our way. DG show. That star at 07752. Oh, you know how we do. So, how do you know when it's time for you to slow down? Because when it might be time for me to slow down might be different from when it's time for you to slow down. But trust and believe that there comes a time when everybody has to pump those brakes. You got to lean on the brakes a little bit, slow down, coast a little something. So like in the beginning of the show, we say we do this fast lane, no coasting. But really? Yeah, sometimes you do need to coast. Sometimes you just need to, you know what I mean? You know, enjoy the ride a little bit. Matter of fact, don't even drive this time. Take a little walk. Take a little walk. No, don't run. Because you know what happens when you take a little walk? When you take a little walk, you get a chance to check out the scenery. You get a chance to take some things in, suck up a little fresh air, enjoy yourself a little bit. Take a look at some of the details out here in this world, and you'll start to see that there is beauty in the world. Like my girl Macy Gray said, there is beauty in the world. There is beauty in the world. All my boys and all the girls, there is beauty in the world. So, what's going on, Divinity Designs? Divinity Designs all up on the Instagram side. Good to see me some you. Yes, it's true. Good to see you coming through. And my brother Ansel Jones, B Moore is all up in here. It's good to see you coming through here. Good to see me some you. What's up, my brother? I hope you feel like a real man should. I know I am. I hope y'all women are feeling like real women should. I know you are. You know what I mean? That's how we get it down on the DG show. So let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752 with this your daily. The daily go get him business show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R's, the Daily Go Get It Business Show, all up in your area. And it's good. Isn't it all right? And we're going to make it better. We're going to make it better. So today, speaking of making it better, speaking of our health, speaking of our love, speaking of our happiness, speaking of our contentment, speaking of our satisfaction, we are talking about how you know when it's time for you to slow down. A lot of y'all have been running yourselves into the ground. Not me though. I've been chilling. Some of y'all been running yourselves into the ground, and some of y'all have done it time and time again because that's the only way of life that you know of. It's like that's all you know how to do. You just keep going and 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 going. Biologically, scientifically, it makes a little bit of sense because they say, an object that is in motion tends to stay in motion. So when you get started doing something, you know how you resist doing something that you have to do or that you need to do, but you really don't want to do it. So you try to procrastinate as long as you can, hoping that it's going to go away. Shout out to all my procrastinators out there. So, and there are different levels of procrastinators. You have procrastinators that really wait until the late fees come, wait until the tow truck come, wait until the boot gets put on the car. You have those types of procrastinators, and then you have the type of procrastinators that are always doing something actually, but they have taken on so much that they couldn't possibly move on everything that they signed up to do because they have pretty much overloaded themselves. You may fit in one of those two categories, or you may fit somewhere in the middle. You're a little warm. You're warm. You're not hot. You're not cold. You're a little warm. So sometimes you might bite off more than you can chew. Other times you may say, no, that's enough. You know what I'm saying? You pushing me a little bit too much. I think we need to just we need to chill on that one. We need to chill. Regardless, there are times when we really may push ourselves, but because we are creatures of habit and we get into the habit of pushing. We're going to push it. You may push yourself more often than you probably should. Pushing yourself too far and too long, or should I say pushing yourself pushing yourself too far for too long, it can start to have an adverse effect on everything that you do in your life. Because if you're tired a lot, if you're not on point, if you're tired, you're not going to be on point, even though you may think that you are. Like, man, I'm the bite off more than I can chew legend. Can nobody tell me nothing? I can take it. See, you might be a little weak. You're not built like me. You got to always slow down. You got the temperament of a clown. You ain't ready for war. You have the temperament of a whore. You ain't ready to go. You, me, we ain't the same. So I can keep pushing. I can keep going long after everybody goes to sleep. And I only need 2 hours of sleep. I get up and for the rest of the week, I keep doing that shit 1 week, 2 week, and it turns off into a month. And even if I feel a little bit tired, I sleep 4 hours and then I won't front. That's my work. I keep pushing myself, going over the edge. I wax y'all sucker niggas like Pledge, and you ain't ready for the war. And Jason, Freddie, and Jason, your mom's still basing. You are trying to make yourself better, but I heat up things hot like a sweater. Coca-Cola sweater. Matter of fact, ski tight. I'm going to be like me type. I'm hype. You ain't ready. You don't have the same battery as I. You ain't no matter to her. Okay. All right, let's go. All right. So what we saying? Carol Chamberlain says, you don't have a dog and Crystal don't like paper. Say, funny, I just took a part-time job thinking I wanted to still work. Well, I will be quitting after tomorrow. This one is not for, you know what? You know what? You, Miss Chamberlain. He just took on a part-time job. You see that retire. This is what happens when people work all their lives. They worked and they hustle, chasing that money constantly all of their lives. Then when they finally have to chill, it's like, you know, this. I like not having the obligation to have to go to work every day, but you know, like a couple of extra $100 a week wouldn't hurt. I wouldn't have, you know, like maybe 4 or 5 hours. I mean, I know a lot of time. I don't be doing a lot anyway. So a couple of $100, you know what I'm saying? Sneaker money, bag money, extra food money, go out, bullshit around money. But you see, yeah, I'll be quitting. You know why? Because you don't have to work. If this was 30 years ago, you'd probably be like, I'm gonna stick this thing out for a little while. Yeah, I'm gonna stick it out for a little while until I find another part-time job. You know? And that's not to say that you're rich or anything, but if you can just consider getting a job just because, and then you can stop working at the job just because, well, chalk that up to what we was talking about yesterday, the difference between a favor and an opportunity. You don't need that opportunity. You know, you've already put in the work enough to get a favor. See, Carol is probably the type of person that don't like to ask nobody for money or anything, but is used to everybody coming to her. Like, yo, I know I fucked up last time. I know I fucked up. And I was talking shit. But I've seen the error in my ways. I've corrected them. I'm ready to go forward. I got right with the Lord. And I just need you to help me stay on my path of pure righteousness. And in order to stay on the path of pure righteousness, I'm going to need $30. That's all I need. And I can be on my way on this, you know, going up the stairs, the stairway to heaven. All I need is $30. I pay you back. Matter of fact, this is my off pay weekend. I'm going to pay you back next Friday. I get paid on Thursday. I can pay you back Thursday night. But I'm right. Like I said, I know how I was before. I know. You don't even have to go into it. I know how I was. I was fucked up. I was dirty. I was nasty. I was stinking. I wasn't doing right. I was deceptive. I was lying. I was cheating. I just wasn't acting right. But I've since seen the error of my ways. Got right with the Lord. Going to church all the time. Matter of fact, they got a service this Sunday. I mean, they got a service today, Saturday, the Sabbath, the real Sabbath. I might go today. I just need to come pick up that $30 from you because I know you want to help, because I know how you are when it comes to God, and I know how you are when it comes to people improving themselves. So I'm gonna come get the $30 from you that I'm gonna pay you back next Thursday night or Friday morning, Saturday, whatever. I got you. You might be used to that type of shit. You know, niggas. I know I fucked you over before, but not no more. Fucked you over before, but not no more. But nonetheless, the fact that you are able to pick up this little job, quit this little job exactly when it ain't going right for you, or if it doesn't feel like the right fit, that's a testament to you making sure that you don't overextend yourself, even mentally and emotionally. When we talk about how when it's time for you to slow down, there's no way we could relegate it to just being a physical thing. When it's a physical thing, your body will call you. Your body will slow you down, even or shut you down, even if you feel like you should or want to keep going, or even if you feel like you can keep going. Your body will let you know. What you want to do is you want to make sure that it doesn't get to the point where your body lets you know in a tragic sense. And I don't mean just getting sick or something like that. Like if you're running too far, too often, for too long, you can mess around and do something like fall asleep at a stoplight. Or fall asleep on the road. Have any of you ever fallen asleep at the wheel? I have. I know what it's like. Now, the times that I've fallen asleep at the wheel, I've never crashed. But I remember getting from one stretch of the road or the highway to another stretch of the highway, like, yo, without knowing what happened in between. Like, and a lot of times it might happen when you're by yourself. And it's like, yo, it has scared the shit out of you. More than likely, you'll be all right for the time being when you have to be on the road. But suppose you're in the middle of a long ass trip. You falling asleep at the wheel in the first half an hour, but you're on a 6-hour ride. Have any of you tried to prevent yourself from falling asleep at the wheel because you were either really, really tired, or you were drunk, and that's why you were tired, or you were drunk and you had been tired previously? You've been keeping yourself up with alcohol. Yes, people keep themselves up with alcohol. Even though alcohol is a downer, people will stay up just to get drunk. So yeah, you can mess around and get into a really, really, really bad accident, a tragic accident, or you could fuck around and get a ticket. It happened to my man. My man got his first DUI because he fell asleep at the wheel. Cops woke him up at the damn stoplight. The light turned green. He's just chilling. The fucked up part about it was he wasn't even in the car by himself. His passenger sleep too. Where they do that? He sleep at the wheel. The passenger sleep at the wheel. The cop come up like, yo, roll the window down. You get up like, oh, hey, what's going on? What's going on, nigga? You at the stop light. So that means you had your foot on the brake, but you are a danger. You are a danger to pedestrians and other operators, car operators, whatever you call motherfuckers on the street, other drivers. But it's not that hard to fall asleep at the wheel. There are times when I've done it often. You ever been stopped at a stop sign? Waiting for the stop sign to turn green? The stop sign. You're waiting for the stop sign to turn green. These are times when you know it's time for you to slow down. But do you listen to that? No. You probably don't listen. But if there was any time for you to listen, that would be the time. Get out of here. That would be the time. Your body is telling you, what up, Emily? Dunlap in the house. I said it, Emily. And so Jim says, when I start seeing friends being locked up, I know I need to slow down chilling with them. Different circumstance, but you're right. You're right. That it is time to slow down because you may have been running with them. Okay. Carol Chamberlain says, I've closed my purse to those people not doing anything. Oh, you're not doing it? Okay. All right. You've closed your purse. Hope your wallet ain't open. Or that other little stash you got. See, when people borrow money, they hardly ever borrow money out of your pocket. They borrow money out of your stash. Like, you don't have that much on hand. It's like, Carol, you ever have to go get money from your stash and somebody try to follow you to your stash? Like, yo, wait here. I got to go do something. Well, you don't want nobody knowing where your stash is. Where they do that? Don't be trying to stare at my stash. It's my stash. Emily says, I wonder sometimes if my accident was God's way of letting me know to slow down. Were you running a lot at the time? There's a lesson in every event that happens in your life. No way will I deny that. There's a lesson there. Whether we receive the lesson, learn the lesson, and teach the lesson, well, you know, that remains to be seen from person to person. But there's a lesson. But you know the answer. You know the answer whether you needed to slow down or whether God was talking to you. You know. You'll know, or you know by the way that you lived your life after. Like, if you felt like you were in the right with that accident or before the accident, then you probably didn't need to change anything, because if it was somebody else's fault, you know, you could have just been sitting at a stoplight or crossing an intersection and somebody ran the stoplight, or illegally crossed the intersection and took you out or hurt you really bad. Well, it's not the intersection's fault. It's not the stoplight's fault. It's not the stop sign's fault. It's not the speed limit's fault. It just happened. But if you know that there were other circumstances that were at play before the accident even took place, you know that you probably need to make a move. But you already know there's a lesson. That's my man. There's a rapper, my favorite Philly rapper right now. His name is Easy the Block Captain, right? And he does this thing in his third round. In his third round of battling, he does this thing called "There's a Lesson in Every Bar." And he started dropping that street shit and that real life shit about his struggle. And it's hot as hell. It is hot. There's a lesson in every bar. But there's a lesson in every event in your life. whether it happens in a good way or a bad way. But you're going to really try to analyze what happened when analyze the situation when it doesn't turn out good. TK Wright says, I've drifted. Hold on. I've drifted for a second and it scared me so much. Hold on. Because y'all probably don't want to get into that drunk shit. But I know what it's like to be driving in a car and have to roll all the windows down because you trying to keep yourself up. Like the air is some kind of caffeine. The real problem is that you're drunk. And this time, you're real drunk. You're not the regular, DUI drunk. You are you ain't got no business be on this motherfucking road drunk. That's you. Yeah. Carol Chamberlain says, at Taki, I was bored and it was only on weekends. No can do. I realized I always hated working on weekends. You know what? I kind of like working on weekends and having a couple of days off during the week. I like it. Because the weekend goes too fast any fucking way. Here it is Saturday already. This weekend is done. It's a good thing it's MLK Day Monday. Shout out to my people who have MLK Day off. Shout out. Shout. Let it all out. These are the things we can do without. Come on. I'm talking to you, so come on. All right. TK Wright says, Emily, I was in a horrible accident January 3rd, 2012. The universe was definitely telling me to slow down, reassess, and get your health in order. Emily says, because that's all I can think of, but I really miss working for real. Oh, you said, okay. All right. Chamberlain says, Carol says, I've done that, Omar. Waited for the stop sign to change. I drove home and stayed there. I was a danger to myself and others. Yeah. Luckily, you were close enough to home to be able to get there. You fuck around and do that in another state. It's like, you gotta ride it out. Carol says, you telling my business now. I'm just saying. You know how it go. You know how it go. Oh, hell no. Don't follow me because I really won't give you nothing. They might not know they following you to the stash. You know you going to the stash. They might not know. But nonetheless, that don't take away the fact that, I got to go get the money from the stash. The stash cash. You know, the stash cash is real. And if it's a good stash, you feel real bad about having to ever go to the stash. Like I get real salty. I get antsy when I gotta go in the stash. I don't care how much money is there. I'll be like, the stash, that's rainy day money. That ain't. I want a new pair of headphones money. I want to buy a new car money. I can't. You gotta. You want money from the stash? Nobody gives anybody that much money. You crazy. I go to stash. That's the world coming to an end money. You know, when you got to reach up under that mattress, like, wait a minute. You want some of the mattress money? So you should have paid your bills. You can't get none of the mattress money. You crazy? What's going on, Brown Eyes? Brown Eyes on the Instagram side. Good to see me, some you. Thanks for coming around. And Cherry is all up in here. It's Cinderella day. Well, it's the woman day with fame. Cinderella day. Well, it's the woman Dana Dane with fame. What's going on, Dana Dane? Good to see me some you. Good to see me some y'all. Make sure that y'all hit that like button, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all haven't subscribed to the channel yet. It's the Daily Go Getimism Show. And we are talking about how you know when it's time for you to slow down. How you know when it's time for you to slow down. Yeah, now we was talking a little bit about falling asleep at the wheel, feeling tired. But you know, when you really tired and you've been tired for a while, you haven't been sleeping a while. Now listen, y'all ain't got to lie to me because I know some of y'all don't really be sleeping that well. Like, you know, no names, no names, no names, no names. But when you inbox somebody at 3:30 in the morning, answering a message that they sent you the day before, because it's after midnight, so it's a new day. As soon as you press send, you see the little dots, them writing back. You're like, what the fuck? Whoa. What fuck you doing? What, you got an automatic out of office reply or something? Like, no, they up. Like, you up with the phone in your hand at 3:30? Yeah. You see the little respond dots coming, like, hey. Scare the shit out of you, like, yo. I just went to the bathroom to pee. I'm getting back in bed. I ain't had no business picking up my phone. My man Lawrence Sakel on the scene. Yeah, I mean. My man Lawrence Sakel on the scene. Yeah, I mean. Good to see me some of you, my brother. But yeah. So some of y'all I know either have some real questionable sleep patterns or y'all not sleeping at all. Now, there can be a variety of reasons for this. I know about not sleeping, but I don't know about having insomnia for days. Some of y'all know about having insomnia for days. Ain't no good that can come out of that. Now, you may say, well, I'm trying to slow down, but this insomnia is killing me. But you know what that insomnia is about. It's about stress. It's about worry. It's about concern. It's about confusion. It's about anxiety. You know it is. Why else wouldn't you be able to sleep? That should be the easiest thing for you to do when you're tired. But you're finding it hard to do because, you know, shit is fucked up right now. I know how it be. But you got to get that rest. Because when you don't get rest, when you haven't been sleeping well, when you're not getting the sufficient kind of rest, you need that REM sleep, that REM sleep. Because when you don't get it, it starts to cross over to other areas of your life. And you start not being able to do things well as well that you usually are the shit at. It could be from the biggest things to the smallest things. Maybe you're a good speaker. You're a good speaker. You speak in front of people. You are good at board meetings, and you know you the motherfucker at work that's always calling on meetings. Well, when you haven't been sleeping well, guess what? Those ideas that you used to be spewing out in those meetings that you called, they're not coming as well. Now, maybe you're delegating to other people, letting them get their shine on. Or maybe you're up there in front of everybody stumbling and stammering over words and stuttering and shit. That ain't what you normally do, but guess what? You ain't been sleeping. You haven't been getting any rest. You've been nervous as fuck. You're really trying to you're really just trying to compensate for what's going on. So you may be going to work to escape from having to be home. Many people do that. Many people go to work because their home life is fucked up. So they'll take all of that overtime off your hands. All of that overtime off your hands. They'll go do volunteer work for free. Because in those four walls at home, it ain't a good look. Will Horn. What's going on, Will Horn? on the Instagram side. Appreciate y'all coming through on a Saturday. Appreciate it mucho. We're talking about how you know when it's time for you to slow down. How you know when it's time for you to slow down. That's what we're talking about. Brown. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the show. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Okay, so let's do it. Not getting enough rest. You need that REM sleep. For those of y'all who don't know what REM sleep is, REM sleep. What is REM sleep? REM.
REM sleep means a kind of sleep that occurs at intervals during the night and is characterized by rapid eye movement, more dream and bodily movement, and faster pulse and breathing.
Yeah. So when you're getting REM sleep, that's normally the restful sleep. You're normally dreaming. You're normally, feeling you're going to normally feel rested, well rested when you wake up. Sometimes it can trick you up though, because you may think you're getting REM sleep because you fell asleep when you were exhausted. But when you're exhausted, when you have that pass out sleep and that dead sleep, that's really the effect of you have been pushing your body so long and so hard. It can start to affect your organs. It can start to affect your thinking process. It can affect your reflexes, all kinds of shit. Will Horn says, my mind is always racing. Yeah, and it's okay, that you're sharp. You have a sharp mind that way, but it shouldn't be racing in a way that you feel like you're always missing out on something, or you feel like you have you're fearful of something happening if you don't do something else. So a lot of people think that when they are experiencing that knockout sleep, that pass out sleep, that they're finally getting the sleep that they require. And a part of that may be true, but you're probably not really getting the REM sleep, because the REM sleep is supposed to be the natural, comfortable sleep. You might have that knockout sleep because there was no other choice. You could not go another minute. Your body said, we shutting this shit. You know what? Order in the court. Get your ass to bed. Get undressed. And that's another indication. Y'all motherfuckers who be falling asleep with your clothes on all the time. I'm guilty of that. Okay, I'm guilty of that. I don't normally take off my clothes until I'm getting in the bed for the night. A lot of y'all, Lady Godiva naked running around the house ass women. Y'all start getting undressed as soon as y'all come in the door. So, but at least I don't be falling asleep or going to bed with my clothes on. I'm talking about y'all niggas, y'all falling asleep on the couch ass niggas. All right, sometimes, a lot of times I fall asleep on the couch, but if it's a good couch, it's a good couch. Couch is shit comfy, you know what I'm saying? Get your slump on. All right. And y'all fall asleep in a chair ass niggas. A couch is one thing, it's comfy. But you shouldn't be falling asleep in a chair that's sitting up like this. Hold on. If you falling asleep with good posture, you dead wrong. And all this nodding and shit. You know that you can fuck up your neck and your spine. And I don't know if any of y'all have ever felt have had times when you felt numbness in your arm or whatever. It could be because you've been nodding. Like I had that in 2018. Like my shit, 2019. 2019, I was experiencing that a lot. Like, yo, why I be feeling like my arm is falling asleep? It would be like cold and shit. And my man put me on. He was like, yo, son, you be getting your nod on. Because at work, this is when I was working third shift. I would take my lunch period. I I'm not eating no fucking lunch at 3 in the morning. It's not gonna happen. I'll be nodding like fuck. And but that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. And that's definitely not REM sleep. Shout out to all my people who go to their car during their lunch period and get they and put the seat back and get stupid. That was my thing, boy. Every day, go to the ride. It's break time. No nod on that joint. Seat all the way back to the trunk. Juicy BBW. Juicy BBW 88 is all up in the house. How you feeling, ma? Will Horn says, not me. Soon as I hit the doors, you one of those Lady Godiva ass, get naked, start taking off. How you take off your bra before you took off your damn jacket? And you got on a goose down. You still got on your scarf. How can you still got on a scarf, a goose down? How did you get your bra off? Did some magic motion to... Like, what the fuck? You got a breakaway jaw? I understand, the jaw might clasp in the front. But that don't... How did it get around your arm? What you got? What you doing? What you doing? Will Horn talking about some sleep time. Easy. My point is, when you've been pushing yourself too long for too hard, your body is... My old head told me a long time ago. He said, Omar, you don't want to slow yourself down. Your body will sit your ass down for you. But it might not be at a good time. But you will be resting. So, did y'all see when Nate Robinson... Did y'all see when Nate Robinson fought the white boy before the Tyson Roy Jones fight, the Mike Tyson Roy Jones fight? Everybody was talking about how Nate Robinson got knocked out, right? I thought about it. You know what? Nate Robinson probably been pushing himself too long for too far, too hard. He was just getting some REM sleep. It caught up with him at the wrong time, at a bad time. So when the white boy, buttoned him up, when he buttoned him up right there on the nostril, he was like, oh, yo, go to sleep. Everybody thought he was knocked out. He was just getting some REM sleep. Shout out to Nate Robinson. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to No Doze. Shout out to Vibrant. Shout out. Will Horn talk about some lady secret. In the car is already unlocked. Look, man. Look. And your body will lay that ass down. Like, it's time for you to chill. You gonna chill today. Hold on. Let me see what you're talking about over here. Okay, wait a minute. Cherry. Okay. Carol Chamberlain says, I wasn't drunk, but I was sleepy as hell driving to South Carolina. You know what? Sometimes when you're anxious about taking a long trip, you might get real tired in the first hour. Like I did that, like driving from Philly to Milwaukee. Well, really from Milwaukee to Philly. Like I remember in the first hour or two, I was like, yo, I got 11 more hours to go. Minimum. Because I push my whip. But yeah, after you get settled down, let the momentum start kicking in, settle your thoughts, stop being all scared and shit. Let the CDs play. Actually, back then, this was like 95. I still had the cassette player. I had the Cassizzy. Had the cassette player. You know what I'm saying? 90-minute TDK, Max Out. Mixtape. You know what I mean? Listening to Jodeci, Freaking You, and Monica. You know, that kind of shit. Escape, the second album. Shout out to Escape. Shout out to Tasha Scott. Shout out to Candy Burris. And shout out to T.I.'s wife, Tiny. And shout out to the other one that nobody knew. What's her name? Anybody know her name? You know, now I ain't gonna front. I've been known to lay up in the bed with a chick and be, fucking with my phone, fall asleep and drop the phone on their head. But I was already doing the right thing. I was in bed. So I was in the right place for rest. Shout out to the hickey on the forehead. Shout out to the anxiety, being scared. You know what I mean? Put your phone down. Stop dropping the gun on me, son. Got to be built Ford tough or Samsung tough. Okay. Lord said, I don't want to slow down. Yeah, you got to chill. You always pushing yourself too hard. Cherry says, I guess I got to slow down. I'm up like a vampire. I'm not able to sleep well. Yeah, man, that anxiety and stress. Not saying that that's what you're suffering, but anxiety and stress and shit it'll have you staying up, and you gotta find a way to learn how to relax. What's exercising? If that don't do it, a lot of people say, well, you should just fuck, and that should do it. And really, it should. But what if somebody else came before you did? You can't rest. But even if you don't nut, you should still be tired. No. But a lot of people do claim that, well, this is valid. They claim that having sex allows them to relieve stress, and it should. But you might be the type of person that's conscious about your body and that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all women, like I said, I've talked about it. I talked about it the other day. Some of y'all women trying to have sex with y'all shirt on. Like, what you doing? This ain't the time to hide. You right there, up under me, or in front of me. No. I require you to be naked when I have sex. Don't get shy now. I mean, you don't care about moles, dimples, even a little Swiss cheese. No, I mean cottage cheese. It's just a little bit. Cottage cheese. Actually, that looks a little bit like shredded cheese. Don't get lactose intolerant now, Nick. Don't get lactose intolerant now. You know that's about to go down. Get undressed, clown. Come on, man. You know what time it is. You know what we came to do. Come on. It ain't about kids. We passed that point in our lives. Let's do it. Everything is going to flow like fluid. And I knew it was going to go down. You got to take off your shirt. You got to take off your socks. Got to take off your skirt. Got to take off your panties. Oh, you wasn't wearing none. Going to have a little bit fun. But you got to sleep after it's done. Get some rest. Don't do it again. Yeah. Now I was talking about, some of y'all like, right. I was talking about how some of y'all be texting back in the middle of the night, whatever. You know what I mean? And then some of y'all, like, I play words with friends. So you play a word 2:30 in the morning. Next thing you hear, you hear bling. You're like, bling? Fuck you doing? Like, well, y'all, because they up. And now they want to keep playing actively. I'm like, nah, I gotta go back. I gotta go back to bed. I gotta go back to bed right now. I gotta go back to bed right now. I don't update my Facebook status. No, not right now. I go back to bed. You go back to bed too. Or you wasn't in bed. Well, you need to go to bed. Do 50 push-ups. That should make you tired. Run around the block. That should make you tired. And it'll help you to relieve some stress. You gotta get some cardio. How many of y'all have been getting some cardio in your lives? You ain't got to lie to me. Even if you lie to me, it's not gonna make a difference because you know the truth, and your mind and your body knows exactly what you've been doing. But if you do some exercises, it'll help you to relax. Do 50 jumping jacks. Because more than likely, what's going to happen is you're going to wind up doing more than you probably should have, because the body that goes in motion tends to stay in motion. So you'll keep doing a lot. I mean, you'll keep doing more, but it should get you to the point where you go. People who work out often don't normally complain about not being able to get any sleep. Not usually. I'm not saying that applies to everybody, because there are exceptions to every rule. And this one would apply as well. So, but yeah, do some push-ups, because you may not have strong upper body strength. So you may not be able to do no 50 push-ups. You may only be able to do 10. Okay, well, do 10. You might only be able to do 5. Okay, we'll do 5. If you can only do 5, try to do 7. Because when that 6 when that 6 push-up, hold on. That 6 push-up gonna be like, it's gonna be like, the arms gonna get real shaky, baby. The arms real shaky, baby. 5. Oh God. Listen to fucking Omar. Fuck you, Omar. Fuck you. Hey, kitty. What's good? I didn't get, yeah. Yes, said. So, but yeah, when your body's telling you, when it's time for you to slow down, go ahead, slow down. Do the right thing. Slow down before your body slows you down, because it might slow you down at the wrong time. Like, this is not a good time. I got things I got to do. I got deadlines I have to meet. Shout out to my people who study all night, even though they can't stay up all night. You've been bullshitting all day. Now you're trying to stay up all night, drinking 5-hour energies and shit. Pepsis and shit. Remember back in the day, Jolt and shit. What's the other John? What's that other what's that cola that was supposed to have all that caffeine in it? Carol Chamberlain says at Cherry, me neither. Not much sleep here. Yeah, Carol, I don't know if you ever sleep. Cherry says, I'm up, but I'm not productive. Playing games, getting in trouble on social media, putting all kinds of crazy memes up. Carol says, I fall asleep in the chair all the time. That's my best naps. You're gonna fuck that neck up. You sleeping like Preach Mom, like Preach Mom was before she remember in Cooley High when Preach was about to get his ass whipped by his mom for not going to school. So he was coming downstairs to get his ass whooped, and his mom fell asleep with the belt in her hand. Like, he just kissed his mom on the forehead and he got up out of there like, yo. I love the movie Cooley High. Remember, Preach Mom was asleep. Shout out to Preach Mom and Cooley High. Shout out to Preach Mom and Cooley High. I was feeling her. Like, Emily Dunlap says, I don't eat at that time either on third shift. Yeah, some people had a full meal, and I'm looking at them like, yeah. Yo, they used to be looking forward to lunchtime. I'm like, lunchtime? It's 3 a.m. What is you talking about? And trust me, your body don't like you eating at that time, even if that's what you're used to. People who work third shift are weird. Cal Chamberlain's talking about some taking off a bra is easy if you know how. With your coat, scarf, hat, everything on, everything's still on, but you managed to get your bra off. And you had on a turtleneck. Explain that shit. Yeah, you're right. So I'm laughing my LMFAO at Nate's rim. You don't know. Oh, Tamika was the last. Yeah, Tamika. Yeah. Tamika, Escape. I love Escape. My favorite girls group of all time, besides the other ones. They was better than TLC, if you ask me. Much better. Except for Left Eye. Left Eye was actually dope. But those other two, call it the right situation. I mean, you ain't never see Mariah Carey do no song with TLC. Like, but which one of y'all gonna sing? Like, sing for real. T-Boz, what you gonna talk your way through it? You know. You'll always be my baby. You'll always be my baby. Shout out to T-Boz. Shout out to imagine T-Boz trying to sing Mariah Carey songs. All right. TK right says you need to slow down if you're dropping phones on heads. See, that's why I have to limit the things that I talk about on this show, because, you know, this show used to be a place where you could go and people wouldn't pass judgment on you. This has become a cesspool of judgment. A cesspool. I'm not cannonballing my way into this cesspool of judgment. Carol Chamberlain talking about some Ataki. Right? Right what? Right left. Cherry says, don't get lactose. yeah, I mean, you know, little cheese. You know, I mean, a lot of chicks out here got a little cheese, you know what I mean? You know, you go in the bedroom with a little grater. A little cheese grater, you know what I'm saying? Little cheese. Hey, little cheese. Hey, little cheese. It's all good. Little cheese. Carol Chamberlain says, too late, Omar. I already messed my neck up. Stop saying, yo, at least get into the recliner. You know what I'm saying? All that upright sleeping, it's not good. It's not good. TK, right, says, T-Boz sounds like she's been smoking since preschool. Yo, can you imagine being in the studio with T-Boz? Like, you gonna sing like that? That's what we doing? Like, we gonna record that? Can you imagine? T-Boz should try to do some Whitney Houston songs. All at once. All at once. How come she never got invited to do the national anthem? T-Boz should do the national anthem. Why not? It would be monumental. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight gave proof to the night that our flag. Am I even singing this shit right? Do I know the song? I don't think I could do it right in the T-Boz. I don't like the song, but I know when Whitney Houston sung that shit brought tears to my eyes, son. I was like, yo, Whitney, oh, God, no. Say it again, Whitney. Whitney. Told you, she fucked up the Giants. I mean, she fucked up the Bills from winning that Super Bowl. They should not have let Whitney sing at that Super Bowl. She energized the Giants and they beat the Bills. The Bills had that game won. They allowed the Giants to cheat them. They got cheated. It was a disgrace. They have everybody at the Super Bowl like I never hear nobody sing this. I never hear nobody sing that. Where can I buy that CD? I'm about to buy the Ka-single. They still had Ka-singles out at that time. I'm going to get this Ka-single. T-Boss and Nate Dogg had a baby called Pop Smoke. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. And so Jones says, Ja Rule and 50 Cent singing is the same. No, Ja Rule singing is his singing, and 50 Cent singing is a rendition of Ja Rule singing. That bum ass 50 Cent, he teased and ridiculed Ja Rule for singing, and he started singing more than Ja Rule. At least Ja Rule had a little flavor in his singing. It's murder. I miss Ja Rule. Ja Rule's all right. What would you do without me? I know. What would I do without you? That's my shit. Yeah, I like Ja Rule. Ja Rule's all right. I wish he would have won that battle. Fuck 50 Cent. He irks me. Carol Chamberlain says, it wasn't from sleeping in a chair. I actually had a car accident that did it. Listen, what we're not going to do is make a lot of excuses. The bottom line is, you are not doing your neck any favors. You're not doing your neck any favors. I need you to take better care of your neck. Protect your neck. Like inspect the deck and protect your neck. That's all I'm asking you to do. That's all. Ain't nothing. Ain't about nothing. Just need you to protect your neck. You know what I'm saying? Everything be good. Everything be cool. But right now, I don't think you could deny that you have not done your neck the service that it deserves. And what'd your neck ever do for you? Do to you besides keep your head on your shoulders? Show a little gratitude. Show a little gratitude. So when you've been pushing yourself for too long, and like I was saying, man, this thing, it can be because of stress. It can be because of anxiety. It can be because of worry. Stress and worry will mess up your sleep patterns. It will keep you up late nights. It will have you working, trying to make something that has absolutely nothing to do with your situation. Try to fix the situation that you're in. You don't want to be, we want to do what's best in our lives to quell fear and anxiety. And we should know that there are certain things that we can eat that will help us to relax. So let's go ahead and look up some things that we can eat that can help us to relax and that can cause us to get better sleep and to help us relieve anxiety, stuff like that. Foods that relieve stress. And no, not them comfort foods with all that grease and sugar. At least I hope they don't say that. What foods help to relieve stress?
18 terrific foods to help relieve stress. Matcha powder. This vibrant green tea powder is popular among health enthusiasts because it's rich in L-theanine, a non-protein amino acid with powerful stress-relieving properties. Swiss chard. Swiss chard is a leafy green vegetable that's packed with stress-fighting nutrients. Sweet potatoes. Kimchi. Artichokes, organ meats. Eggs. Plus more.
Okay. 18 terrific foods to help relieve stress. Now, I'm not going to agree with all of these, but some of these I will promote. Like she was saying, matcha powder, Swiss chard. And Swiss chard is green, but it kind of turns out red a lot. I bought some the other day. I love Swiss chard. Sweet potatoes, kimchi. And kimchi is a fermented vegetable dish that is typically made with Napa cabbage and daikon, a type of radish. Okay. Artichokes, organ meats. Ew, man, that's what I'm not promoting. Heart, liver, and kidneys of animals. Get the fuck out of here. We're going to stay stressed out. That shit is bad for you. Real bad. Eggs, Dairy, I'm not so sure. A lot of shellfish, I'm not fucking with that either. Acerola, cherry powder. Okay, I'll go for that. Fatty fish. Okay, I'll go for that. And they mean like fish like herring, mackerel, salmon, sardines. They're rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Parsley. Anything green, I'll go for that. Garlic. All right. And tahini. Tahini is a rich spread made from sesame seeds. Sesame seeds are good, which are an excellent source of the amino acid tryptophan, or is it tryptophan? Okay. Sunflower seeds. Okay. Broccoli. Yeah. Chickpeas. Yay. Chickpeas. Let's get the hummus going. Chamomile tea. Blueberries. Yay. Blueberries. And that's the last one. Now, there are other foods out there that you can eat to help relieve stress too. But the bottom line is your diet plays a very, very large part in your stress level, your ability to have energy, not fake or false energy like that comes from sweets or caffeine or things like that. But you want to most things that are going on in your life will be related to your diet in some type of way, even if we're only talking about your response to things. But your response to things will also have an effect on the way that you proactively present things also. So the cause and effect dealing with your diet is important, and it's essential for you to know exactly what kind of fuel you should be putting inside of your body, because we should be looking at the food that we eat as the fuel. So, there are definitely things you can do on the dietary side that will help you out. And stress relieving foods are some of them. Exercise. We talked a little bit about exercise, but we should definitely talk about it a little bit more. Exercise and cardio exercise. Get your heart rate up, get your breathing rate up. You will start to see immediate results in the way that you feel, in the way that you think, and the things that you do. You will start to see immediate results when you start to get your breathing right, because you may not even recognize that when you're upset about things, when you're anxious or fearful about things, it affects your breathing. You may notice that you're holding your breath a lot, which isn't good, or, you may be taking really short breaths, which aren't releasing the carbon dioxide and bringing in the oxygen that you need. But being around plants, those are an excellent source of oxygen. Go out in the park, especially when the weather breaks. Go out in the park and be amongst the plants and trees and shit. It's very, very helpful. These aren't things that you're going to notice immediately, but over time you will start to notice a difference in your attitude, a difference in the way that you feel, your outlook on life, your motivation, all kinds of things. It's a good look. And you're trying to know when to slow down. You can't, just like a cab taxi on the street only has a very, very short lifespan of about 5 years, tops. It's the same premise, or the same idea works when it comes to your body. You have to do things to where you're not running and running and running and running. Just because you're putting gas in a car doesn't mean that you should run it constantly. Give it a chance to regroup, recoil, restructure. Give it a chance for the battery to charge. You can't just run. Even if you play video games and things like that, you may notice that you're not playing the game as well as you used to play because you're tired, because you've been running too hard. And if you don't seem to be able to find time to do the things that used to give you really a high amount of pleasure. So you may be playing NBA 2K21 and you notice that like, yo, you're not as sharp on the game. So you getting beat. It's not that the players are that much better. It's not that you're getting any worse. It could be because you really are tired. Your reflexes just aren't there. You're trying to do too many things at one time, so your concentration is sectioned off. That's not helping you out. That ain't helping you. So you may just need to do a few things that will help to get you back on track. Get your battery charged again. Start all over. So, yes, your body will sit you down if you refuse to sit yourself down. But you don't have to let it get to that point. You can take care of things before it gets there. Before. But take your time, do it right. Don't run yourself into the ground, run your body into the ground. People will start seeing it in your eyes. Some of y'all may have been experiencing little cold symptoms or you may have started to have little ailments, aches, pains, strains that you haven't been able to get rid of in a while. And maybe when you were younger, you used to shrug these things off, or they would be gone in an instant. Maybe you were the type of person that when you used to get sick, if you got a cold or the flu or something, you would be sick for a maximum of 3 days. Now you've been laid up in the bed for 2 weeks. Well, it may be because you needed that much rest. So you left your body open. Your immune system was really, really suffering and you got sick. But anybody would have gotten sick under those conditions. You haven't been resting. And when you don't get enough rest, first of all, you need to understand that when you sleep, that is the time when your body does routine maintenance. It's the time when the body heals itself. That's the time when your body gets itself back together. It's the time when it regroups, snaps back into shape. Anybody who lifts weights knows this. You have to get good sleep, or your muscles won't grow. You'll stay the same size. You'll stay strong. Yeah, you're strong, but you ain't getting no bigger. Your body ain't looking no different. You got to start getting that good sleep. Rest that all that pushing, you got to rest that off. So if you're only sleeping 1, 2, 3 hours, getting cat naps on the here and there, you're not allowing your body to you're not allowing your cells to go in and put the tools to it to get better. So you may have had a knee injury that just seems to stay around. You've been running around here with the sniffles for weeks. You thinking like, oh shit, that's what I get. Unprotected sex in a one night stand all the way back in 1987. Fuck, I knew it. Here comes karma. Here comes karma. Back on karma's lane. No, you don't have to go get an HIV test for this one. It's not the one night stand that you had back in 1987. It may be the stress and worry over the relationship that you just lost recently. Or, somebody really close to you passed away and you thought you took it on the chin, but in all reality, you ain't been good. But it's natural and it's okay. It's okay to just take some time to deal with that. You don't have to act like you're so hard and tough all the time. It has an adverse effect on your health. Some people get heart problems. Heart problems are so often stress related. You got to be able to get that stress monkey off your back. You got to be able to get that stress monkey off your back. Get the stress monkey off of there. Get it off of there. Get it up off of there. So, like I said, there are things that you can do in order to make things better. You just have to get to it. Devise a plan. Don't go into it all willy-nilly. Cherry says, I needed this today. I'm going to work on getting some rest and eating better. COVID-19 definitely has been stressful. Thank you very much. You're welcome very much. This is real shit. It's not that hard to get your bearings back together, get your scales balanced. It's not that hard. But if you really think about it, it took a while to break down the good path that you were on before. So it may take some time to build yourself back up. Your mind and your body had to get used to you beating it down and pushing it to the limits. Now it's going to have to get used to you building it back up and getting back where you want to be, need to be, should be. Damn cat. So let's get started. So, you don't have to, go buy a gym membership. Take a walk around the block a few times. Explore your neighborhood. A lot of times we think we know our neighborhoods. When you start walking through that shit, you see new shit that's been built, houses that been there for a long time that you never noticed. Like, yo, think about buying a new house in this neighborhood. I never noticed that crib over there. You got a for sale sign on it. You start seeing things, and it can help to relieve stress. You don't necessarily have to tell all your business. I always recommend therapy for situations where you can't handle it yourself, and even some where you think you can. But we're talking about pushing yourself too hard. There may be some psychological reasons, and more than likely there are psychological reasons for why you have been pushing yourself, pushing. And some of us are going to say it's because I got bills to pay. I got to get this money. Okay, that sounds good, but your money is no good in death. And all death is not purely physical. You can die a spiritual death also, which is the worst. Let's do these birthday shout outs and then get on up out of here. We have some we have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious January 16th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and make them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. After the R-E-S-P-E-C-T because they S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are number one out the Bizox. What we got here? Okay. Okay. Number one out the box. Amira Michelle. Happy birthday to you, Amira. And Tatiana Garcia, turning 35 years old today. And Cheryl Renee. Happy birthday to you. And Narita Yvette. Happy birthday. And John Nix. Happy birthday. Devin Williams, turning 25 years old today. And Grindle Smith. Happy birthday to you and Petey Crack. Not the rapper Petey Crack, but this Petey Crack. Happy birthday to you, my brother. And Kelly Brown. Happy birthday to you. And last but not least, my man, Go Getter. My man, I've known him all the way back from 2009. You know what I'm saying? During the original Blog Talk days for us. My man, Kareem Smith, a.k.a. Coach K. NY stand up all day. Hey, he's from Yonkers. I want to say happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious January 16th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, man, listen, you got to slow down. Sometimes you got to chill. Listen to what your body is saying. If you're not able to do the good things that you used to be able to do and you're wondering why, you probably need some rest. You may need some sleep. You may need some ROR. Or should I say RNR, rest and relaxation. And find out ways to relax, because not everybody relaxes in the same way. But you may need to do just that. Schedule a time when you can get a massage. Hey, if you can't relax when you get a massage, you have a deep problem. You know, but find your method, find your way. But please, above all, do not turn to substance abuse in order to stop running yourself down. We're talking about what you are actively doing. You can't smoke it away, sniff it away, drink it away, shoot it away. You can't do that. Stop trying to do that. Try some natural remedies. And I think that you'll be very pleased with the results. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all and love y'all right back to life. We will have a Legacy of a Nation show tonight. Sorry I didn't do it last weekend, but I had a little battle rap event that I had to, But we will be on tonight, 6 p.m. What we going to talk about tonight? I know what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about the Black Help and the Black Hurt. The Black Help and the Black Hurt.
Seconds.
I'll explain later. The Black Help and the Black Hurt. I'll explain a little bit now. You know how Black people are so quick to step up and help everybody else except ourselves. I mean, we may help ourselves personally, but there are times when we may actually help someone else to help us. Help someone else to hurt us. That ain't no good. We're going to talk about tonight on the daily, on the Legacy of a Nation show. 6 p.m., blogtalkradio.com/sun752. 6 p.m. Be there, be square. I remind y'all, yeah. So, all right, Blog Talk, we're going to get on up out of here. I holler back at y'all. See you at 6.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Peace out to all my Instagrammers. Holler back. And for my YouTubers, make sure that y'all share the show on your way out. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you're new. Make sure that you hit that like button. Okay. If you haven't done so. Peace.